Welcome to Alone Together, episode 1, the podcast with me, Lennon, and Isaac. Let's get chatting.
He's done it. That was clean, brother.
Hey, my heart's pounding a bit. I had to get a bit of improv in there. Do you know what I mean?
I am proud of you, though. I will say
Thank
that.
you.
That's like a well-known moment now. That's going to happen every podcast.
Exactly, mate. I've just set it in stone, the introduction of a lifetime.
I'm more amazed that it's actually come through our earphones and not just out of something. I'm quite impressed that I heard the music.
That worked quite good, Lennon. Lennon is the editing mastermind that we all love, to be fair.
You know what's funny
I
though?
quite know
No one else is going to hear that apart from us.
Really?
Anyway.
How did
that.
you do it?
That's pretty sick.
You mental.
What do you mean?
That's very cool.
I'll just cut that bit out.
No, what? But how did you get it to not just come out of your phone like it was actually playing?
No,
did
you
it in
didn't
the
do it, I
microphone.
think.
Mate, I thought you actually got it playing on Zoom call, man.
Oh my god.
I thought you were an editing mastermind. Obviously not.
I can probably do that bit now. Right.
Yeah. Speaking of masterminds, boys, what we thinking of Seagulls Call Me Out?
Yeah. So, are we giving a bit of context behind this?
Okay, so over past week, we've all suggested an album or an EP to listen to, and we thought we'd just all have a listen to it and then go around circle, a little circle with bean. Do you remember when you passed beanbags around circle in school?
It's
Pass
like
beanbags around circle.
pretty much just done a little a book club kind of thing.
Exactly.
Yes.
The music.
An album club.
I'm not gonna lie, boys. I do have in my notes what I want to say about each thing.
All right, fair play. Anyway, I'll start off. I gave everyone "Call Me Out" EP by Seagulls to listen to. Nice little indie alternative bangers on there. Do you know what I mean? You've got some bangers, but then you've got some chill as well.
What? When did they form? Like 2016 or something?
Yeah, something like that. They're pretty, aren't they?
New indie. Shall I go first? Shall I tell you what I think?
Go for it.
Right. So, shall I give my rating out of 10 first, or shall I?
Actually, do that last.
Describe it and then give us the rating.
All right. So, I get this kind of weird feeling when I listen to it. It feels kind of nostalgic to me in a way. I don't know how to describe it.
I know what you mean.
I think the first song, "Call Me Out," I think I've heard it before, so I don't know. It felt cool listening to it. I got some Wombats vibes from it. I feel.
Yeah,
definitely like not exact copy because they're not the same band, but
definitely, but still keeping it original at the same time.
I like the vibe. It's very nice, chill
vibes.
Isaac?
I would say I have listened to it the most out of the three original that we got given. Definitely. Call Me Out was definitely up there as a repeat on the songs. Let me just get the EP up just to make sure I'm getting names right because I don't want to be like. My least favourite would be Daisy Daisy, but it's not a bad song. I mean, it goes in the order of what's it called, the track listing.
Yeah,
but
fair play.
On I think it's favourite colour. He says, "If heaven would have me, I will gladly go."
Definitely.
That lyric is very.
Oh yeah, honestly, it makes
gets
me.
It's a very good song. It gave me cold desert vibes, but not as strong. But that type of, you know what I mean? How it's like, yeah.
Bit of sadness behind it, like just chilling there.
Yeah, but it's still upbeat at the same time, unlike Cold Desert, which I did prefer instead of it just being sad throughout. So it's a very good EP. I enjoyed it. So,
what's your ratings, boys?
Go on then, Isaac. You say yours.
I'd give it a solid 8 out of 10.
Oh,
I am going with a 7 out of 10. So still not bad. Pretty tasty, you know.
Who wants to announce theirs next?
Go on, Isaac.
Do you want me to go?
Yeah.
Want me to go? I give the boys a band that is sadly no longer with us, but died at a very young age, which is quite now. But we do have Viola Beach, their first album, which I discovered a couple, not even a year ago. I thought that it was quite chill vibes, but it's like an indie type of like has them beach vibes with the different instruments they use, which I quite like. So I thought I'd I don't know, share it because it's a bit different. But yeah, who wants to go first?
I'll go first then. What have we got? Yeah, I really like. It's a very summery album. What did I say? Oh yeah, like one of the criticisms I have is obviously they probably didn't mean to do it, but they do sound a lot like Foals. But to be fair, like you can see that as a good and bad thing because Foals have got. I really like the style of that kind of like upbeat, energetic, indie kind of. But yeah, overall, I think I rate it. It's nice. A few of them would go on the playlist, you know.
Yeah, it's kind of thing like ratings. Where would they be without Arctic Monkeys? But at the same time, are they still good? Do you know what I mean? Yeah, they are. It's kind of like that thing. But yeah, fair play.
They've got their own thing.
Yeah. I'll have a. Let me just get the album up so I can get my names of some good songs.
Oh yeah, that's one thing I didn't do. Oops.
I was reading the other day. I was reading like Apple Music give like a little description of the album and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I was just reading that and Swings and Water Slides. Do you know what I mean? It's coming out. It's a big banger. We're all here for it. It's the vibey tune. To be fair, they were saying that kind of like was song that like kickstarted the kind of thing about them. But yeah, I thought that were a very good song on it. I like the vibe, but my criticism is the album couldn't grasp onto just one like kind of mood, if you know what I mean. I thought it were a bit like all over the place with chill and then like not chill, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
I thought it could do with a little more direction on a kind of like, what are we going for here, boys? Are we going for an all-out let's get Larry, or are we going for a let's go to? You know what I mean? But yeah, Swings on Water Slides, if that's what it's called. Banger.
Yes.
What
Ratings. I'm rating it probably a 6.5. Go on.
I'm gonna give it a solid 6 as well. I thought good album. Definitely carry on listening to it. Never going in my greatest of all times, but what is? That's the real question.
That's a fair point. Right. I will go. So the album / EP that I chose was Soy Pablo by Boy Pablo. Very nice.
What they've done there.
I see what he's done. Very nice. I didn't discover him that long ago, to be fair. A new artist to me as much as it is the boys. But I like the very indie, very summery tunes he has.
Who's going first then, me or you, Will?
You can go first, kid. I'll let you have it.
Right. I liked it a lot. As again, it has been on a lot since it's been here in May. I would say my favourite song is definitely the first one, but it gives me very obviously chill vibes. Which it's called Feeling Lonely.
Feeling Lonely. That is a banger. I will say that.
But also, obviously it's like Easy Life, which I'm a big fan of. One of my favourite bands.
Yeah.
Which I was listening to today, and I was like, oh, it sounds a bit like that one. Sorry, Pablo song I was listening to the other day, which I was like, oh, no, kind of correlate to each other.
Yeah.
So obviously that puts it up there for me because there's not many bands at the moment that hit that on a T. So, but yeah, I do very much enjoy it. It will be going on the downloads over and over.
Nice.
Yeah.
I do like it.
Right, I'll give me a little opinion of it.
Give you a little opinion, baby.
I liked it. It was like that classic, like, your alternative indie playlist. You know what I mean? It's like, it's your classic, your solo lad on his own with his guitar doing his thing. You know what I mean? I liked it. I thought it were down to earth. My favourite song, "Losing You," I think it's called.
Yeah.
Quite sad. I were, making me feel, getting me in the feelings. I was thinking,
Yeah, I thought that as well.
yeah, this is quality. This, I was liking it. Whole album was like chill vibes, but then at the same time, I'm feeling a bit like I want to, get up and dance at the same time. It's definitely a shower album or EP. I don't even know what it is actually, but
I'm not sure.
I think it might be
It's a bit
an
of
album.
both. It's 21 minutes, 7 songs.
But anyway, definitely something to get on in the shower. You can, if you need to cry to it, you can cry to it. But at the same time, if you need to be dancing in the shower, it's bringing it for you. So we'll go with ratings now. I'm giving it. See, I want to give it a 7, but it might be coming down to a 6.5.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go with a 6.5.
Okay.
But I thought it were an impressive, and it were original, and I liked it.
I would give it a solid 7.5.
Damn.
Oh. Damn, baby.
It's just very vibey, which I'm all about at the moment, more than the whole indie scene,
See, I thought that
in my opinion.
Isaac, I thought you'd like it a little more because it has got them easy life kind of. It's like he's like taking kind of bits of like jazz, funk, indies, like mixing them all together.
Oh,
Yeah.
that jazz element with tasty, man. I was rating that.
It's very ballsy when people do that. Like, is it in Ice Cream by Easy Life when he does the saxophone solo?
There's quite a few. There's quite a few that they have sax in, but yeah.
Well, it's probably like Boy Pablo. I'm pretty sure he's like Norwegian in he. So.
Yeah. See, at first I thought he were English or American, but
Yeah, I think he's from Norway or something. So
yeah,
probably getting a bit of their like kind of culture in there.
true.
True. Yeah, actually, I thought pretty good. Yeah.
Overall, we've had a good experience there. We got some new tunes to listen to. New stuff might be going on the playlists.
Trust me, mate. All of them I've not listened to. All of them songs I liked. There weren't one I thought, oh fucking hell,
Yeah.
this is shit. Yeah. Enjoyed it.
Mm.
Before we carry on, I'd just like to say that other day since Lou mentioned the new Harry Styles album, I've tried to give it a go,
Oh,
and undeniably, Watermelon Sugar is an absolute banger, and you can't deny it.
I'm telling you what, it's a good album.
I'm new to it. I started listening to it other day, but I'm ready to give it a go, I think.
yeah.
I mean, I have listened to it quite a few times, and obviously, it is nothing like One Direction. It is a very different scene. So I am a big fan of it.
Honestly, this guy's taken his whole like edgy alternative shit and he's ran with it, and it's paying off. I think
appreciate him for that.
Trust me, he's like he's moved away from One Direction, obviously, and he's thought, fuck it, I'm not in some contract anymore. I'm doing what I want to do, and he's providing now, isn't he?
You know what? I'm gonna go out and say it. He's probably making more money doing his solo career than he would with One Direction. Because no matter how big they sold out, he's still getting like what, a fifth of it.
Yeah, and the thing is, what fans is he gonna like appreciate more now? Like One Direction, like 13-year-old girls, or like actual people who like music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Coming into his element, and I enjoy it.
Another thing is as well, he's kind of bringing indie music into mainstream, which is really cool. Like,
Yeah, trust me.
with the first album, it was a little more poppy, but now it's like full blown indie. You can't deny
It's
that.
like I was just gonna say it's like he's the interconnector between pop and indie, like bringing it together. Because most people from that will listen to him and be like, "Oh, this sounds similar to this," and they'll get together. But on Apple Music, it does say pop under the album, which instead of indie, which I found quite interesting. But I think that's just because Harry Styles is Harry Styles.
True.
Well, I was just going to say to that, only other lad who started to do it, he started to bring it in a bit. Album's got like mixed reviews, but Post Malone, he's tried to, bring in some different music into pop culture, hasn't he, really?
Yeah.
Like doing a song with Ozzy Osbourne, do you know what I mean? You think fair play, kid.
That album was a bit of a hit or miss, though, weren't it? With a lot of people.
me though.
Yeah. Another person, The Weeknd, Blinding Lights.
Fair play, but I'm not a big fan of him, you know.
Not a big fan.
No, I do rate that tune. And what was that other one he had a few years ago? I forgot the name of it.
Yeah, Starboy, The Hills.
Yeah, Starboy. That
I don't
is
like that album. It's too poppy for me.
not the whole album, but that one song.
Mm.
I do like it.
Another thing is, like I was saying this the other day, but I think I am ready to get into the Beatles now.
Oh, honestly, mate, the Beatles, bloody amazing. If I look to my left now, Sergeant Pepper's up on the wall. Look a bit further, I've got all albums up on the wall. The Beatles, bloody brilliant. Bloody brilliant.
See, I've never call them trash or anything, like 'cause I know where they stand in music, like what amazing things they've brought to the industry and everything.
Yeah.
It's just I don't know. They were one of them bands that I never vibed with, but now
I think getting
I'm
into
ready.
like older bands is kind of hard in our generation. Do you know what I mean? Like, just depends like if you brought up with them instantly or what. But
Definitely.
it's always good to work your way into them.
I think as we get older as well, we appreciate more and more of the older stuff.
Yeah.
Now we understand like what they've done for the music as a whole, I guess.
The question is, boys, do you want to give having a chat about the new Abnormal ago?
Let's do it. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Favorite track off the new Strokes album, the new Abnormal. Let's hear
I'll
it.
go with Eternal Summer. Honestly,
Eternal Summer.
that little chorus where it's coming in, you know, talking about 11th hour and all that. I'm
Mhm.
just in my element. I'm enjoying it. I'm thinking it's good music at the end of the day, innit? It's like it's everything the Strokes, everything good about the Strokes. They've just got that, and they've just bring it in again, and it's proper good.
They've done good with this because, mate, since what Angles? No, I'm saying since like 2006, First Impressions of Earth, they've not been hitting it with people really, have they? Not everyone anyway. People can appreciate Angles, me being one of them. It's a solid album. Come Down Machine. Come Down
Definitely not.
Machine not doing it for me and a lot of people. But they have brought it back.
Definitely. It's just like that album is like the perfect mix of Is This It and Room on Fire. That's what I feel like it is, and it's just
Even some of the synthy parts from Angles as well.
yeah, they've just took all best parts of the original albums and they've got something good.
I'm saying my favourite track is Selfless, I think.
Fair play.
I just really like the riff, like the dude.
That is really sexy.
It's very nice. And as well,
Very
I've
nice.
probably said this before, but it's like after the first chorus or something, Julian's vocals, they like blend into the guitar solo and you don't even realise the guitar's soloing. It's so perfect.
He's a mad singer, isn't
It
he?
is hitting them high notes and everything.
Trust me, he can hit high notes when he needs to.
Right. Bad Decisions. I'm not sure what I think about it.
Thing is, I think definitely a good song, but it gets repetitive, doesn't it? Just like
I think it's a bit boring. After
It's
that's the thing.
because obviously it was the original song, wasn't it? So
Yeah,
I've listened to
Julian,
it.
what was the bad decision you made? Putting bad decision that many times in the chorus. Do you know what I mean? That's probably where you went wrong, lad.
It's definitely too long of a song, but it's an alright tune, you know. Probably let it get to like third minute and then I'll be like, right, skip it now.
But when you're only getting about 9 songs, aren't you? So it's not like I don't feel it's a tedious listen at all.
No,
Yeah.
it's nice.
I mean, it opens up very nice in the start of the album with my favourite, which is Lots of Talking.
You know what?
Yeah, I don't.
That reminds me of Is This It? Opening Is This It? With
Yeah,
like the
it
little
does.
drum intro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's cool. It's very cool.
I like the chorus as well. The chorus is very lively, which
Mhm.
I enjoy.
oh, we should have called the podcast "The Adults Are Talking."
Not adults.
Oh,
We're not even adults yet, bro. What were I gonna say? Yeah, it goes through the emotions, every emotion, very nicely. Like, first, well, there's a lot of like melancholy songs in there, but then you've got upbeat parts in almost like all the songs. Is it's quite energetic.
Yeah,
I like that. Very good album. I'm saying 8 out of 10 album.
definitely. I mean, this is risky, but I might even go as far as a 9.
Damn.
I know. It's
No,
really
I'd agree. I'd
Nine.
agree to 9.
Nice. It's hit really well with the music critics as well.
Yeah. I think I was just like listening to like when obviously Spotify make playlists for you.
Mm.
I think I was just listening to that and the adults are talking come on, and then obviously I was like, fucking hell, this is a banger. Let's see what the album's got to offer. Obviously, I started listening to it. Then I put it on the other day when we were all together, and then we've all just started kind of listening to it and enjoying it out. But yeah, right, we should probably move on from music because we could talk about it all day, couldn't we?
Right. Big question for the boys. I want to hear about some holiday experiences. Favorite places to go. Worst and best experiences. Let's do it. We got some funny stories in here, boys.
Right, I've got quite a funny story. So where are we? We're in Portugal. I'm talking, must be about 2 or 3 years ago now. I can't remember it. I can't remember how long ago it was. I wasn't really keeping track at time. But yeah, we're in Portugal. Is the Algarve in Portugal? Because I feel like that's where I was, but I don't know. All right, I just know I was in Portugal and we were at a resort, right? And obviously, everyone's got their favourite supermarket on holiday. It's just a thing everyone
A
does.
little corner one near the beach or what have you.
Yeah. So ours were just called, pretty plainly, Supermarché, I'm pretty sure. Gets a job done. Title there, gets a job done.
For all many you bilinguals out there, that means it's supermarket.
Thank you, Isaac. Thank you. This is why Isaac's here. This is why Isaac's here for the translation. Anyway, so we're at Supermarché, and I'm just on my phone on Snapchat, and there's a thing about Portugal. They're a bit dodgy about you going on your phone like in public, but like, who gives a shit, you know what I mean? So I'm just chilling. I'm just going around shop, and then this woman, I thought I saw this woman look at me, but I weren't too sure about it. And then I'm queuing up to buy. We're queuing up to buy our stuff at the end. And security man looks me dead in the eyes, and he like waves his hands to come over. So I'm like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, what the fuck is happening? So I'm like, fucking hell, I'm a bit scared, me. This guy's like talking big Portuguese brute of a security man. He's got sunglasses on and he's bald and he's scary. So I'm walking over to him and I'm like, what do you want? Yeah.
No.
And he's like, he looks at me and he just like signals like a camera with his hands. And he's like, you take photos. Yeah. I was like, what? And then this woman comes over and she says, you've been taking photos of me and my family and my daughter. And she was like, my daughter. So I was like, what are you on about? And then I was getting really scared. And then I thought, do you know what? I bloody haven't. So I got my phone out of my pocket and I went, do you want to have a look through my camera roll? And they were all Portuguese, so I don't know if they understood it, but I got my camera roll out and I just held it up to the face and I was just scrolling through all photos, just like right in the face. And the thing was, there were some right embarrassing memes in there, right? There were it were when season 3 of Love Island came out and there were Love Island memes on my phone and they must have seen me just like people from Love Island and it were right embarrassing, but I had to mug them off and show them that I hadn't been taking pictures in the supermarché. Yeah, and then my favourite bit was the woman obviously was like looking at me like, what the hell? Like, how is, like, oh, I've done it wrong, yeah. And then the security guy just kind of turns to her, shrugs his shoulders and just says, I can go. But then, oh, don't worry, my mother's not happy now. So my mum comes over and she's like, how dare you accuse my child of doing anything? Yeah. And then me and Neil were kind of laughing, and my stepsister was there as well. So you just didn't know what were happening. And then we give him a little wave, and then we went off, right? And then just to add a bit of a funny little thing to the story, we go back. I think it's the next day, and we're on our lounges, and we're like, we went to like a public kind of hotel area where there was like a big massive pool that everyone went in, and we were just kind of sunbathing. And who walks past? The old bloody family from supermarket. So I kind of just put my face in my book because I was a bit scared, to be fair, because I weren't ready for the second confrontation. But yeah, that was my little story in Portugal about being framed as a little cameraman. But yeah,
I think I'd just have to run from security guard, you know. I'd be out of there, mate.
trust me, it was a bit scary, like though. I was scared.
Right, so I have a story where it's a very memorable holiday, even for the boys. A very famous picture come from it. I went to Cyprus, right?
Oh yeah, love Cyprus.
And I remember we went down to the beach, and there was this like rock pool, and I was like exploring it, like where all the little like they called they're just called pools, aren't they? Little pools, and there was like loads of shells in them. And obviously, I was just like, oh, I want something to take out from holiday. So I get all these shells, and I see a right nice one, and I mean proper, like sick looking shell, right? So I go for it, and I'm like, that's mint, and I get it, and then I was like, fucking trying to pull it off, and it comes up, and there's a fucking crab in it, like it's like one of them hermit crabs, and I was like, and my dad, and I'm there like, I want this shell, so I kid you not, I get this like fucked ton of sand, and I just ram it in the shell.
Jesus.
To like suffocate this like crab, right? And then I'm walking across the beach with my many shells and my dead crab. And this guy comes up to me. I am not joking. He's like 6'8", but proper tall, skinny like bloke. And he goes, "Hey, you look like Peter Crouch," because obviously I'm not quite smart. And I was like, "What?" Anyway, you look like Peter Crouch. And he says, "You want massage?" And I was like, "No, I'm alright, pal." And I'm like shitting myself because I got this like dead like crab bag in my hand, loads of like shells and the crabs. And I'm just like, and he's like, "Oh, you take photo," and then you give the phone to my dad. And it's like, I put it on my private Instagram. That proper tall guy, dude. He took a photo. And then I'm like, all right, I'm going to go up to the room. And then obviously I'm like, it's cleaning my shop because I don't tell my parents I just brutally murdered a crab in its habitat. And then I go into like the balcony and I get like a cup of water. There's only them cups in the room, and I'm like filling it up to try and like get the crab out. And I got my mum's tweezers to try and pull the dead crab. It's ended up like taking all its arms off. Someone horrible kid. And then I was like, all right, I'll leave it for a few days. But I left them on the fucking balcony. I come out next morning, stinks of like seafood. And I'm like, I don't know what to do. And our mum's coming, and I'm like, and she's like, "What's that smell?" I'm like, I don't know.
Must be you, mum.
It was you, mum. Go on. And I go, "Oh, take the might be bag of shells, take them inside." But obviously, I took the crab one out, and I left the rest. And she takes me back and she's like, "Oh, it's not the shells." And I was like, "Yeah." But when she goes inside, I think I get the shell and just go like that, straight off the balcony onto there, like the pool floor, like outside.
I don't know how to respond to that.
Hey, that's what I'm thinking, silly man. That's
Neither
what
do I. Neither do I. And I go downstairs and it's just splattered all over the floor. Well, anyway, that's my story.
What? So you destroyed the shell?
Yeah, and then there was
So
like
the
a dead
whole
crab
thing
on
was
the
for
floor.
nothing.
Yeah, but I got a cool bag of shells, but I was just really scared because I had
Not the one though.
Yeah, but not the one. You murdered a crab for no reason.
I had no choice.
You suffocated a crab in sand.
It was me or knowing
Cold
I
blood.
murdered in cold blood, yeah.
For absolutely no reason. That's how psychopaths start out killing animals.
That is
and that, innit?
animals, isn't it? Yeah.
What did you feel, Isaac? Did you feel sorry or did you not?
You know what? After I got back to UK and had my shells, I was like, you know what? I feel quite bad for killing that crab. I have a little crabby family, and I just probably nicked him and suffocated him in front of
Oh,
me.
that's
to
all
show
right
me.
then. That's probably a sign you're not a psychopath. So
But then, I was like, oh, because obviously after that, like, have you ever done that where you step on a snail and you just stand there and you're just like,
I'm a pacifist. I don't kill anything.
no, but I mean, like, you know, when you're walking down the road and like we do it on accident, and I'm like,
Isaac, I've
oh.
got cat-like reflexes, mate.
Or have you ever done it where like
Flipping
you stand
through.
on like a leaf or something and it makes like a proper crunch noise and you
That's
just shit
scary.
yourself and you move your foot up straight away because you think
Yeah,
you've stood on
that
the
is
snail.
that's
And then
quite
you're like,
scary.
praise the Lord, I'm not a murderer.
Where were that? Cyprus?
Yeah.
Mental times in the Cyprus holidays.
Very mental.
Good picture that.
Right,
Yeah, little tubby boy.
I do have a story. It may not be remotely a holiday, but pretty much. I think it was in Scouts or Cubs. I think Scouts.
Wait, after you've done this, I've got a great story about being at Scouts, but yeah, go on.
Oh yes, right. So it was winter. We had a camp where we went like every few months or something. It was like a little place, and we were all, you know, big field and that.
Yeah.
Pretty cold. Been doing all the activities and that, and then we got all tents set up, and pretty much, I'm sure like most, if not all, of the boys were in one big tent. There might have been like 3 other people in a different tent.
Yeah.
And it was rammed in there. It was like a pigsty. Like you didn't have any like room to turn over or anything.
That was just Scouts, wasn't it?
That was just Scouts as a whole. So me being the small one, always will be. I was like, I didn't really have a dedicated space. I was just like moving around, you know, like migrating into different spots around the tent, trying to get to sleep. I'm pretty sure all the boys were asleep apart from me. I end up getting right to the edge of the tent, like in the maybe half a meter gap there is, like in the very edge between. We were like sardines, actually, you know.
That's great.
Right. Somehow I managed to get to sleep, right? And it might have been about an hour. I get woken up pitch black by one of the scout leaders. Sounds a bit dodgy. It's not going where you think it is. Right, they woke me up. I was outside of the tent asleep. I had frosted up on my face.
No, I feel like rolled under like the outside.
So yeah, I'm pretty much in my sleep. It was that like packed in. I rolled under the tent into the outside. Somehow stayed asleep. And I was literally freezing. I had frost on my face.
Oh, that's like condensation, but on you. That's grim.
Did you wake up? Did he like wake you up after you'd bummed you or before?
We don't talk about that.
Yeah. He did his business before it. And then he woke up.
Then he like shook his shoulders and he's like, wake up. You're there, trousers down.
Trousers down. Why is it so cold? Oh, I think you might have rolled out the tent. No.
Other scout people there with torch, like.
They woke me up with a torch. They like were shining it in my eyes and that.
Yeah.
You think he's dead?
Scouts were full of mental people.
Thinking about it, if they didn't make like patrol and wake me up then, could I have shut down and died?
Could have in his sleep.
Could I have died to frostbite?
You'll never know.
Scouts are just strange.
I'll tell you about my weird experience. So, there was this guy. His last name was Murphy. Everyone called him Smurfy, right? And he was a weird customer. Do you know what I mean? Like off the bat, off the bat, he were a weird lad, and I think he was a bit older than a lot of people. So like everyone kind of knew who he was, and so we've gone camping, and we've got about 3 tents set up. So there's 2 tents are like in the field, and then the next tent, which is my tent, is next to like a kind of tree thing, right? And I think Smurfy's like in this middle tent, and it's already a bad day because who actually enjoyed going camping, right?
Nobody,
It
absolutely.
was
no
horrible.
one.
It was freezing cold, and to add insult to injury, I was laid in the tent like at about 6 o'clock, like chilling. Yeah, my ear hurt, so I'm like, what the fuck? So I turned to my right, I hit my head like that, earwig, full on earwig, straight out my ear.
No.
So it's already terror. It's a terror night. You know what I mean? You're scared for your life. Anyway, everyone's kind of drifting off to sleep, and the tent next door, which he's in, you can all hear him laughing, and you already don't like it, but you get on with it. And so before we go to sleep, the leaders come to all our tents and they say, the building down the road, the toilets, we've got to close it at night. So if you need to use the toilet, just go behind the tree or something, right? To me, that means if you need a piss, have on that tree, all right?
Mhm.
So we all go to sleep at night. It's been a relatively nice night. Zip tent up, come out in morning. What the fuck is that smell? We're all saying it. What is that smell? Right. Everyone could smell it when we come out, and these tents weren't close together, so it's a stinky smell. We managed to track it to the tree. Look at this. Look at the back of the tree. Massive pile of shit just all over this tree. There's just shit everywhere. It's a bloodbath of shit. Everyone's like, bloody hell, a fucking bear has come near the camp and shot its guts up at this tree. We're all like, what the hell? So day goes past it. It's been a couple of hours. And we're like, what the fuck was all that about? We actually thought it was a bear or something. We sit down at this kind of table, and our scout leader goes, right, everyone, listen up now. If anybody knows anything about the tree, tell us. And you just see Murphy slowly stand up. And he goes, you said if we needed the toilet, if we could go behind the tree. All the leaders are just like, what the fuck? They start trying not to laugh. They're like, we went for a wee, man. And this guy, he just he doesn't know what to say. He's just kind of laughing because he went Joker, so he didn't really care that much. So yeah, we had a big stinking shit next to this tree, and they were trying to like convince him to clean it up, and he was like, I'm not touching poo. So the best bit was on the last day of camp. I forgot about this. On the last day of camp, obviously it was still there because no one was touching his shit, right? all our families came to pick us up. And all the little kids of like the brothers and sisters of the people that were playing. And someone ran through the shit. Oh, it was perfect. It was honestly perfect. Oh my god. But yeah, I hated that kid from that day on, but I've grown to respect him now in later life.
That is an alpha move.
Honestly, that's how you mark your territory, innit? You just have a big shit at camp. Oh dear. That were funny, that.
Right. That was weird. That.
Oh, we rate it.
It reminds me of I don't know, like if you ever did it, Splashdown at Rother Valley.
No.
So
No.
big lake, and you do like loads of water activities like sailing and kayaking and building your own raft and that.
Yeah.
And it's like all the scouts from the area come together, like loads of groups of scouts.
Yeah.
So
The Infinity Stones.
yeah, we all come together. So we're like near the toilet block, but it's like really dodgy because it's like a gate to get through to it, and like we were at camp for maybe it might have been 3 days, 2 or 3 days. So
Yeah, that's how long we had to stay with shit with.
yeah, so everyone's kind of thinking about getting a shower, and you want to brush your teeth and get a shower and that. So we send a few like recon scouts out to toilet to see what's going on at the toilets, like see how you get in through this gate and everything. And it was very strange because they went in to have a shower, and apparently they were just like naked men, like just in the shower block, like old men. Like there's where there's no doors on shower or anything,
Yeah.
and they were just like letting it all loose there. So like no chance I'm getting a shower, mate.
Yeah, fuck that.
You bugger off. They were always like dodgy about scouts. So like
Innit?
none of the
No,
men like
that-
they didn't care about getting naked and that.
I would not be surprised if Scouts is a glorified paedophile ring. I'm not gonna lie. There's
I'm
something
pretty
like that.
sure. I'm pretty sure the inventor of scouts was a rapist. Not gonna lie.
That's a bit dodgy.
Oh my
To be fair, it's
gosh.
probably turned around since Bear Grylls took over.
Yeah, true.
That's not
Actually.
suspect.
What a lad.
Yeah, he's the leader at Scouts.
Yeah, well, leader, be
One in
prepared. Mate.
Sheffield.
Trust me. I promise to do my duty to God and to the Queen, to help other people and to keep the Cub Scout law.
Beautiful. You know what? I earned my right to do the flag. Took me a long time, but
Oi,
I got good at it.
what
in the
Scouts
end.
did you go to?
Gleedless.
Oh, because we had a flag, and they always used to tell us that only we had a flag.
Hmm?
Did you have to put up the
flagpole?
United? Did you every time? Did you have to put up the UK flag?
Yeah.
Oh,
And you
be
all
alive.
stand in lines facing, and you have to do the turn around and the
Yeah, yeah, and then nah, that's bollocks. Our leader said, right, nobody does this but us because we're true patriots.
What?
And every
think he
week,
British?
someone would get picked. You are?
Do you think he meant like British Scouts?
No, he said it were just us, our group. And every week someone got picked to do it. And oh yeah, I'm not being funny. I felt proud to be English that day. Do you know what I mean? So when I did it, I was putting it up. Everyone's staring at you, loving it. Brilliant.
Well, I got told in sightings that I was top set, but on my book it said 11Y8. So if you feel like 2, then
You were definitely not top set. That's a joke.
no, it's far
Why would he
from it.
tell you you're top set?
You're right, funny, Mr. Straight face, like, oh yeah, he's top set, and we were all just like, no, we're not. And he's like, anyway, you don't need to know this, only on hire, so we're doing the foundation paper, and I was like, yeah, you're right, mate.
No. Anyway, let's hear about the pedo story.
You what? Oh no, that's pretty much it. But I do have another weird scout experience. We went to Whitby. I don't
Yeah.
know why, but we were at this like very creepy place. It used to be a train station. It was like
Oh,
an
fuck
abandoned
that.
train station.
I'm already scared.
It was weird. It was like out in the country.
In the country, eh?
Yeah,
Tune.
no, it was pretty cool to be fair. But so we had like dorms. There were boys and then girls next to us.
You had girls in your scouts?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a very sexist institution in Sheffield.
Your guy is some kind of like cult leader.
I'm not being funny. That guy I think he was trying to train us up to join the cult or something. He said it were only us doing flag and no girls allowed.
What flag were it? Were it a swastika by any chance?
Soviet
The
Union.
UK flag would have had a picture of his face in the middle and we had to get on our knees and pray to it. And at the start we had to sacrifice a goat.
Yeah, so we get to this train station, there's a dorm, and very strange place. Everyone was saying, oh, it's haunted and all that,
Yeah.
There was like an unbelievable amount of daddy long legs. Like it was
Oh,
dead in the
fuck
middle
that.
of summer, right? It was like out of some horror film. Like, in The Ring when there's those like dead flies and that.
Yeah. I'm not being funny though. If there's one insect that deserves to die, it's daddy longlegs.
By far.
If there's one thing you need to fucking fuck up, it's a daddy longlegs.
But right, in the toilets, it was you were putting off like having a wee for like however long you could, because in the urinal it was blocked up by dead daddy longlegs.
Ah, that's grim, man.
Like none of the wee was going like through the plug because it was. Mate, I felt so sick, and they were just like, you go in and it's flying all around you, and you're like, oh, it's making me itch, man. It's disgusting. That was a very strange place, just in general. Like, why a train station?
Right. Basically, you saying that shower drain thing reminded me of when we went on the NCS, right? And it was on the second week, and we got to the apartment, and obviously Adam, being very excited, runs in. He's like, oh, fuck yeah, apartment, buzzing. He's like running out the corridor, and we're like, oh yeah, it's crap. And we just go in, and it's just all shit. The mop in the corner stunk of sick.
Oh, that was grim.
I smacked it in Adam's face so many times. It's like, oh, you fucking go now. And I'm like, and I go in my room. Obviously, we've all picked rooms. I don't think Adam was the one closest to the door. Then it was you, Will. Then it was me. And then I think Lou was on the far one.
No, you weren't far one. It were Adam 1, 2, Lou 3, you 4.
All right. Well, I was the end one then. And I go in. I'm like, oh, this is actually pretty decent. Not too bad. Bed's fine. I go in the shower. A clump of hair. I mean, like a tennis ball. I swear I showed all boys. They all come in, clump. And I was like, maybe I can flush it down. And they're like prodding it moving. I had to get toilet roll. Oh, fucking pickle, please. Bog. And I flush it and it's like fucking going down. And I'm like,
Oi. Another funny story about that flat. We'd been having some vodka and we had a bottle of Smirnoff or something. And so we drank it on Thursday night, and it was Friday that it was like the Friday of packing up and leaving. And obviously, like, you weren't allowed it. And I had the brilliant idea. Yeah. Like, up top, we took the opening of the extractor fan out, and we put a bottle up there, and then we put it back up. And then we were like, oh, fucking hell, that's foolproof, that. And then we were like, right, fuck it, let's just leave it, we don't care. And then we all left, we were all packed up, and we got out. We were a bit scared, so I was like, right, fuck it, Isaac, we're going back. So we had to make up a lie of how to get the key back to go into our room. So I was like, I've left my charger, we need to go back and get it. And I'm not even sure how we blagged Isaac coming with me, but we did. And Isaac had this like bum bag on his front, and we somehow managed to fit like a proper big bottle. Like, it wasn't a small bottle, it was a big bottle of stuff. Yeah. So we managed to somehow fit that in Isaac's black bum bag on his front. So we like squeezed it in, and then we come out, and I didn't even have my charger in my hand, so I don't even know what I said. I must have just like pretended.
No, I said it was in my bag.
Oh yeah, that was yeah. And then we were like, well, we're gonna have to dispose it at some point. So I'm sorry for all nature people out there, but we had to lob it into the woods and set it free.
After all, you got to set the spirits free.
Exactly. I see what you've done there. We're
going to what was it called?
Uni
for the talk, and everyone was like, "What are we gonna do? What are we doing?" I was like, "Oh, fuck it, I've got it," and I was like, straight in this book, and then everything smashes because obviously, like, it's all like crappy wood. And
bear in mind, we're like walking like a meter behind our leaders.
I just chuck it in bush, and they're like, "But what? I don't know, a fucking squirrel or something."
It was top class. We've been Will, Len and Isaac. Thanks for watching episode 1 of the podcast. And remember, we're all alone together.